also won earlier in the day, but Juve's 5-0 puts them in first place. Juve and Man City will be facing each other in a week's time, which is going to be interesting because whoever comes second in this group is going to be facing the winner of Group H, which could well be Real Madrid, and nobody wants that. Everybody wants to hear what Troy and Glenn made of that match. Glenn, I'll start with you. Juventus, did they confound your expectations of an Italian side?
Listen, they were exceptional, really, throughout the game. We felt that would be the case. They dominated possession. They played with energy. They've got a really nice balance. Their front three are exciting players. And obviously the big money signing, Vlahovic, on the bench. So there's a slight change of guard maybe at Juventus. A younger Juventus, an exciting Juventus, and a clinical Juventus.
Absolutely. A winning Juventus. Troy, you've seen them a lot this season. Were you surprised by what you've seen? Do you see that Tudor's making changes?
Yeah, you can see the changes in which he's made. Obviously, a 3-4-2-1 type of formation, a lot more narrow, bringing a lot of play through the 10s. Obviously, we saw both of them get on the score sheet tonight. But I think it was more about, to be fair, a poor opposition from the Emirates. And obviously, this is wonderful play. But you just keep your eye on Kolo there. This lovely little step, and bang, what a header. He just in the build-up to all of this. He's just on the move all the time. Defender doesn't know whether he's coming or going. That's like a young Glenn Murray there, the way he attacked that ball.
Well, some would say he rose like a salmon at the back post. But I think the way he got up there, but once he was up there, to have the ability to control the header and put it where he did, it was unsavable almost.
This was the second goal, which did see a shout for handball after Costa tumbled over here. But it's about what Conceicao does next, the desire, Glenn.
Yeah, just keeping the ball alive, manipulating the football so that no one can actually get any hands on him or get a challenge on him, and then getting that shot on tag from such close range obviously takes a nick, but when it's so close in, it can go anywhere. This time, it's just out of reach of Patricio.
And a rough night for Rui Patricio was going to get even worse because Juve kept going. Yildiz next.
Yeah, this goal is, as Glenn said at half-time, this is the pick of the bunch. He's a really exciting young player, and he drops the shoulder, comes in on that right foot. We all thought he took a little bit of a deflection, but actually he takes it really early, and the way that it just dips and goes into the near post, there's no chance for the keeper here. And I'm sure at half-time, Rui Patricio was thinking, why am I still playing for? He could be on the beach, but look at that for a hit. It just bounces in off the inside post. Wonderful, wonderful goal.
And they got another one before the breakthrough. Kolo Muani as well. That was a lovely goal too, Glenn.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this goal because I like how... Well, first and foremost, we see Thuram, there's no pressure on him, so he can pick a pass very easily. And when you get a look at the El Al, their back line, it is so disjointed, and it's a joy for a forward that's willing to run in behind. What I like about it, Patricio can probably come up and read the situation slightly better. New to the club, it's difficult to have that relationship. But when he gets into this position, it's kind of everything's really fast. And then his last touch, he just takes a moment to compose himself. As soon as his touch goes across, now, compose yourself. I've done the hard work, concentrate on the finish, outside the boot, a wonderful goal.
But there's a saying in football as well, hot heads, cold heart, just to be able to calm and just go get that finish.
Clear eyes, full heart.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, and like this too, Conceicao getting his second.
He's going to have it's going to be a really big breakout year for Conceicao, I feel. Yeah, he's going to have loads of game, loads of trust from this manager. And when he's on his day, like to say, yes, took a little deflection, but skipping past people with ease. He's a really exciting young player, both for Juventus and for Portugal.
There's a lot of players, I think, and a team in Juventus who want to redeem themselves. It's been a disappointing season.
Yeah.
But if they can keep this kind of start going at the Club World Cup, well, this could be a very interesting summer indeed. Palavacchia Signora, very good. We'll be talking more about Juve's big night and some of the other major events going on at the Club World Cup in the last 24 hours when we return with Troy and Glenn after this. Scored 5 goals in a game so far at this tournament. One was Bayern Munich, who were up against the semi-pro side Auckland City. The other were Juventus this evening against a team that 12 months ago were Asian Champions League winners. So mighty impressive stuff from Juventus. Juve currently top of their group. The other game between teams in this group took place earlier on what we're calling, I think, Wednesday at this point. I'm a bit confused. But anyway, it saw Man City take on Wydad of Casablanca. The next game will be against Ain, who, as we saw tonight against Juventus, maybe aren't the toughest opposition. How worried, though, should Man City be about the Juve that we saw this evening?
I think it'll pose a threat. I think last season, when you get a look at Manchester City, they were vulnerable to counter-attacks. And I think when you get a look at what we've just seen from Juventus, how exciting their front three are, with the pace they've got and the dribbling ability, then it could be a slight worry for Manchester City.
What do you think, Troy?
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a wonderful group for Pep Guardiola and Man City, though. With the teams that we're seeing, you would expect them to get confidence, get a lot of goals. Yes, they weren't at their fluid at best today, but I thought when you look at the teams they're going to be playing, as a forward man, you'll be going, yeah, we can score here, wouldn't we? We'll be going, there's goals here. Haaland, I'm thinking, can get off to the races. Marmoush, all the new signings are thinking, right, we can get a goal in here. So I think Man City will be really comfortable looking at this, but they will have to be on their game against Juventus.
Indeed so. Kolo Muani got a brace tonight, and he talks to us now.
Randall Kolo Muani, what a match, what a prize. How is it?
I'm good. I'm very happy to win the game with the trophy also. But the team, we do a great game. We are happy. So we get ready for the next game.
It seems that you feel very, very well physically in terms of physical condition, is it?
Yeah. I finished the next the season before good. Now we start good also. So I'm very happy to play against my teammate. So I feel good.
Are you happy? Why don't you smile?
What's that?
Why don't you smile? Are you happy?
No, I'm happy. So I don't smile every day, but I'm happy.
What is your expectation for this World Cup? Maybe to be the best scorer, because you already scored twice.
I don't know. I just want to play good for my teammate, for the club. We will see for the score.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Excellent stuff, Tommaso Turci there with Randall Kolo Muani. Well, it was huge impressive stuff from Kolo Muani. Before the game, you were saying that he was a hugely talented player that you found a little bit frustrating. Do you think that today, the haircut, I wondered if that maybe... No, seriously, that sometimes it can sign that a player is ready to really begin a new chapter in their career.
Yeah, maybe it's a sign of his confidence in himself that he's thought, right, let me have a sleeker haircut and get after it. But I just think he's a wonderfully exceptional player. We saw with a header, he can score with his head. Talented with both feet, powerful. PSG, play for PSG and play for France, you're a top player. But I just think the fact that he keeps moving on, and he only played 16 times last year for Juve.
Right.
He obviously scored 9 goals.
Well, he only came in January, of course.
But the fact that he only played 16 of those, not everyone he was starting, I think that's the frustration. If he gets it clear between the ears in his head, and now at the age that he's at, it'll be fantastic.
Do you think that having the backing and the belief of his manager might help him kick on? Because tonight, that's the Muani you want to see on a more regular basis, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think he needs a hug. Right. I think he's the type of player that needs a hug, needs an arm around him, needs to be told, you're the main man, you're going to play the next 10 games.
I bet Dusan Vlahovic might need a hug right now.
Yeah, he'll need more than a hug, I think. But I think even when he came on, we didn't even speak about him. In the green room, we didn't talk about anything that he did. So I think for him now, this is a soul-searching one for Vlahovic. Now, look at yourself. What do you need to do? How can you get back to that player at Fiorentina? And do you want it anymore? That's the question. I'm
sure he does. That front three just working so well between themselves. Great relationships between them. And just a great start to the tournament for Juventus. Should mention as well that the other game that we were covering earlier on that got interrupted because of a lightning storm in Cincinnati, Pachuca against FC Salzburg, that finished 2-1, Glenn.
Finished around about the same time, didn't it?
It did, actually, yeah. But the curious thing about that is that means that Salzburg are actually top of Group H, which features Real Madrid, which is a big surprise. And we haven't had too many of those. Had loads of things, lots of goals, some great goals, some fantastic games. We haven't had many upsets yet, but I think that Salzburg victory and the Al Hilal draw with Real Madrid probably counts as one as well. Have you updated your list of favourites for the tournament on the basis of today's action, Glenn?
No, Juve haven't quite made it in them. Neither have Manchester City. I don't think Manchester City are quite at full tilt yet. Like Troy says, a lot of changes, getting used to one another. But for me, PSG are just way out there. I just think they're so exciting to watch. They're so fluid. They've got a brilliant understanding both defensively and attackingly. I think, hot off the Champions League, they will win this tournament.
Brilliant. OK, well, many, many thanks to Glenn and to Troy. If you missed any of the action from today or any of the days of the Club World Cup, you can always join James Alcott on The Press. He's joined today by Julian Laurent and Cormac McKinch to run through all the key moments and analysis from the day's events. Many thanks. We'll see you soon.